Hey, Pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak. Yeah, that's me. Well, not really. But the guards call me Pipsqueak because I'm so much smaller than everyone else. I'll get to that in a bit.
Your time on the main stage is coming up. You got 1 hour.
Oh, okay, thanks, I guess. Ugh, the main stage. That meant my time here in Titan Civilization was coming to an abrupt end. This is Titan Civilization, where height is everything. If you want to buy something, it'll cost you some height. You can trade height, you can wager height, and you always have to watch your back, because people will try to kill you for your height. But why is it so important? Well, there are 2 reasons. 1. When you're small, there's always a chance you might get goombed. That's what we call it when someone much larger than you steps on you.
Oops.
2. The only way you can progress to the next area in Titan Civilization is by being tall enough to reach it. And so I've just been called to the main stage, the main way of gaining height. You're called to do a head-to-head against another Titan. You're marked out of 10 by a panel of judges, and if you win, you gain a chunk of height. But if you lose, they take height from you. And I was so small now that I couldn't afford to lose any more height. Well, by the end of the day, I'll be subatomic. There's no way back from that. I guess I'll have one last look around. I decided to go to the market, but I'm not sure why. Everything here costs height. Usually you'd come here to buy food to survive another day in Titan Civilization. But sometimes there was something special to buy. Whoa, a jump boost potion? Can you imagine having that? You wouldn't even need to be tall enough to reach the next area. You could just jump up and start competing in the big leagues.
Wow, a jump boost potion.
Uh-oh. I really hoped he wouldn't try to fight me. I was far too small for that.
Oh, what's a Pipsqueak like you doing in the market?
Ah, good. Titans are calling me Pipsqueak too. That's great. Okay, so you might be wondering why I'm so small. It happened on my first day here. I was in my room when I heard the guard talking to the person next door.
You in there. You got 30 minutes. Then you're on the main stage.
Fine. I poked my head out of the door and the guard instantly noticed me.
Ah, new guy. Give me some height.
What? Why would I give you some height?
Because I have some information for you. Something that could give you a great start in Titan Civilization.
Guards try to take height off you any chance they get. They'll take bribes and they'll take any opportunity to punish you. So you really have to play nice around them. Oh, alright, how much?
2 inches.
Fine, here goes.
Perfect. Now, you see over there? That's the guy your neighbour will be facing. And I've heard that the judges are going to call a PvP task. The biggest Titans almost always win the PvP tasks. Your neighbour spends most of his time hiding in there, so no one really knows how big he is. But if you could find out, you could place a big bet on the bigger Titan and get a huge head start.
Wow, thanks. So I just needed to find out how big this guy was. I wasted no time and went and knocked on his door.
Go away.
Could you just open up for a second? I just want to, look at you. Yeah, because that doesn't sound weird. Needless to say, he didn't open the door. But I wasn't done yet. Pizza delivery?
I'm not stupid. Now get out of here.
Dang, I was sure that would work. Well, there was only one thing left to try. If you open up the door, I'll give you 2 inches. There was a long pause, and I was just about to give up when he opened the door. This guy was big. Bigger than me, and definitely bigger than his opponent. I transferred my height to him and went off to find someone to bet against. It wasn't long before I found someone willing to bet. Another big guy, not scared of making a large wager. So I bet all I could without going subatomic that my neighbour would win, and he bet on the other guy. Everything was going to plan. They got onto the main stage. My neighbour dwarfed his opponent, and the guard hadn't lied to me. The judges did call for a PvP task. This was brilliant. My first day here and I was going to get a huge head start. I might even be big enough to make it to the next area, all without setting foot on the main stage. The 2 Titans were ready for battle. And then it happened.
No.
A Titan so huge and many levels above us dropped a piece of meat, crushing both the contestants. That's the danger of Titan Civilization. Anything can happen. And the small are always crushed by the large. Our bets were binding and we both lost. It was my first day, and I had just lost everything. Well, it was time to take drastic action. I needed more height to have any chance of impressing the judges. I knew I couldn't fight this guy, but I'm here to make a bet.
Ha, a bet. If you lost, you'd go subatomic.
It's a risk I had to take. I bet you the rest of my height on a game of stone, paper, shears. The other Titan nodded, and the wager was made. I could be about to go subatomic, or I could double my height in one game. I got ready to draw my chosen item.
3, 2, 1.
A draw. I hadn't counted on that. The tension was rising now. We both looked at each other and nodded. We were going for another round.
3, 2, 1.
We both went stone. Another draw. This was getting too much. We glared into each other's eyes again. Why was I doing this? Was I stupid? I could be about to throw my life away on a game of chance. I shook my head and backed away. Maybe I should just take my chances on the main stage. I'd managed to survive this far, hadn't I? Having lost everything on the first day, I had survived a whole week here. Though that was mainly because I hadn't had to buy any food. I guess the silver lining of the meat crushing incident is that we all had free steak whenever we needed it. I was getting hungry, so I popped over there for a quick bite. Huh. Is meat meant to be crunchy? Uh-oh. That didn't taste too good. Since the old main stage had been crushed, a new one had been quickly built, and there was one more head-to-head before my one, so I went to watch it. It was another PvP task. That was good, because it meant that my one was unlikely to be a PvP task as well. You usually had to do something to impress them. It could be strength-based, or building, parkour, anything goes. Though at our level, everyone is so small that it's hard to impress the judges. They almost always score us with 1s and 0s, though some people claim they've seen a 2 occasionally. Oh boy, I'm feeling rough. I need to go home and lay down. I needed to be at my best to have any chance at my head-to-head. So I got home, went to bed, but almost the instant I touched the pillow.
It's time. Come on, Pipsqueak.
This was it. No time to recover. No time to do anything but head to the main stage. So, who am I facing?
That guy over there.
What? I don't have a chance. He's huge. That's it. I'm going subatomic. I'll be lost forever.
No, not the big guy. That one.
Oh. He was smaller. Not smaller than me, though. I was the Pipsqueak after all. But maybe, just maybe I had a chance. We got onto the main stage and the judges revealed that it was an open task, anything goes. We just had to impress. The other guy went first. He climbed onto one side of the stage and looked over to the other side. What? Is he trying to jump that gap? Parkour for Titans our size is just unheard of. How could he possibly make that? If he made a mess of this, he'd give me an opening. I might actually win. He took a run up. He'd never make it. Then, suddenly, a wind charge. It catapulted him to the other side. I've never seen anything like it. It must have been a special item in the shop. He got a 2. I can't believe it. I feel so ill. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I looked around. Was there anything I could use? Was there a bow? Maybe I could shoot an apple off a judge's head or something. Maybe I could just shoot the other Titan. Whoa. All this spinning around is making me feel really... Oh, what have I done? 2s across the board. Well, apart from the guy I'd bathed on. But it was enough. I'd won. 8-6. That's a huge score for our level. And then, the judges gave me my winnings. I was big now. Bigger than most of the Titans in this area. I went over to the exit. But I wasn't quite there yet. That's alright though. I could now buy things. I could make wagers without risking my life. I went back to the market to see what I could buy. Some cooked meat. No more eating the crunchy stuff. And then I remembered. The jump boost potion. It hasn't been bought yet. I could definitely afford this now, and still be one of the largest here. And now I didn't have to be so worried about exploring outside my room. I was big. If someone tried to jump me and steal my height, they would regret it. The bigger you are in Titan civilization, the harder you hit. Anyone would be foolish to take me on now.
There he is. We've been looking for you, Pipsqueak.
Seriously? Still with the pipsqueak?
You were meant to lose that head-to-head. We had bets going on the other guy.
We're here to get that height back.
2v1. I hadn't thought of that.
Get him.